Like the video and subscribe right now, and this pupper will help you destroy your enemies. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My soon-to-be ex-husband placed his money in a trust before we married and used it to buy properties. Am I entitled to any of these? He also bought an investment property, supposedly with his trust fund a month after marriage without my knowledge, and another investment property with his mom before marriage. The 9th of July 18, I received DNA results saying Giovanna isn't my daughter. My life has changed drastically. Feeling like I've had my spine ripped through my flesh doesn't give my pain justice in words. This is my life. Giving myself and the world closure on a chapter God deemed to be unfit for where he's taking me. Giovanna, I pray you grow up to be a beautiful, educated black woman with no limitations. I pray your mom elevates to new heights financially, physically, and spiritually. Thank you, Giovanna, for an amazing 1 year and 5 months. Read my ducking profile. You can read, can't you? Use this skill now. I'm looking for a nice, smart, young, good-hearted millionaire. What else? Angry. I broke up with my ex of 17 years March of 2018 because he refused to marry me. We have 2 children ages 18 and 16. I found out he got married the 11th of June 2021 to a woman named. He started dating her in 2019. My kids knew about the wedding and even participated in it. However, they did not tell me anything about the wedding because they said that I would have came and showed out. They acted like it was just another weekend at dad's house. I found out from Facebook. I got so angry that put my kids out for not telling me. I cried all night. I went over to their dad's to talk to him. He had the audacity to say that I would not have been a good wife because I'm a drama queen and put everything and everyone before him and my kids. He said that he stayed as long as he did because that is the only way he could have been a part of our kids' lives. He said he waited until they were old enough to come see him on their own. He even called the police on me because I tried to fight him and his wife. I'm so angry. I feel betrayed. My ex is a good man. He is a good daddy. Yes, I have my issues, but I'm the mother of my kids. He should have married me. How do I get over this hurt and pain that I feel? Bold stance on not splitting the bill. Fascinating to see a woman who will reverse traditional gender roles and pay for it all. You think you're funny? I was voted sharpest wit in my graduating class at secondary school. 20 teenagers can't be wrong. Let me make this clear. I'm not looking for a duck buddy. I don't wanna play. I want a true friendship or maybe relationship. If you're not looking for that, don't hit me up. Period. Please read. Career: no Navy. Generous. Communicate. Reliable. Requirements: $100,000 plus. Negotiable. 8 inches plus. Non-negotiable. No kids. Negotiable. Single and not married. Non-negotiable. If you don't fit the requirements, do not apply. Serious inquiries only. I don't give a duck if it's just Tinder. Hey there. Hello. Add me on my Snap. I'm not interested in paying for a premium Snapchat. Porn/nudes are free on the internet. Well, then go watch those. This is at least 1/3 of matches I get. 2/3 if you include catfishing. Why the duck do you all feel the need to water down guys' options on an actual dating platform? I'm not here for porn, dumbass. I'm here to meet people. You really aren't hot enough to be charging for content anyway. Sarah Underwood, Playmate of the Year multiple times, very well known, charges $20 for multiple photo sets/shoots per month at actual locations. I hate this OnlyFans culture. Me, flirting at 21. Hi, let's hook up tonight and I absolutely never want to see you again. Me, flirting at 26. Before we can hook up, please sign here and initial here where it says you're mandated to put a baby in me within the first 48 hours, otherwise the relationship is terminated. If you're a Capricorn, don't message me. Let's be real, I'm only interested in meeting ethical vegan partners. Before you read on, I'm basically handicapped, use a walker, these days, so don't meet me if that makes you uncomfortable. Okay, so let me be honest, I'm looking for a potential LTR that will lead to marriage. Hope to find that. About me, I'm a mom. ethical vegan, intersectional, not your babe, feminist, total introvert, hermit, grammar and spelling Nazi. I'm a 25-year-old single mother looking for a future partner. I'm Latina 5 feet 4, curvy, smart, super funny. I haven't had good luck with finding men. I'm looking for a flat earther partner that is ready to settle down. Requirements: body count can't be higher than 1, to be equal, can't be younger than 21, must live in Texas, no e-dating, must not have a ex-girlfriend that is prettier than me, hardworking, must be an expert in chaka chaka, has to be super smart, no overweight, must be super attractive, can't have small lips, no buff people, doesn't talk back, does whatever I say, doesn't look at other girls at all, isn't super clingy, jealous but not too much, doesn't have friends of opposite Shreks, doesn't watch X-rated videos, most importantly has to be a flat earther. I don't like arguing. Single mother to be. Don't know who the father is, so no baby daddy problems. So who wants to be daddy? Single mom of 5. Hardworking. Not looking to just hook up. If you want to know more about me, just ask. I don't have time for games. Small town dating and people from the past. I, 34 female, am finally feeling ready to jump back into dating after a few years off. I've enjoyed being single, but I'm now back in my hometown and settled, and feel ready. I haven't started looking, but someone has caught my eye. A guy I knew from high school pops up on my Facebook and his name has come up with people talking about setting me up, which of course everyone feels the need to do. He's recently divorced, kid, successful, all that jazz. So I'm pretty sure I turned him down when we were younger. I have a vague memory of it, so I might not even be remembering it correctly, but now I'm interested. I knew small town dating would be difficult, but didn't really expect to start crushing on someone from high school who may or may not think poorly of me. Lol. If I was to reach out of him, what should I even say? Featured comment. Trash bad. Me. Chats with a hot girl. Her. I like being spanked. Me. I guess in your previous life you must have been a ketchup bottle. If you want to be featured in the next video, use hashtag dankness. I miss Shreks, but I'm so bored with casual hookups. So, as the title says, I, 38 female, miss Shreks. However, I'm really bored of just casual Shreks, or relationships that only involve a physical connection. I've been feeling this way since sometime before the pandemic, so when the lockdown started, I didn't even feel bad at all about not being able to go out to pubs or clubs to find potential new hookups, and I even used the situation as an excuse to call it off with my regular duck buddies or FWBs, or whatever the appropriate name is. I mean, they are nice, but we just don't click in other ways besides the semi-regular Shreksual companionship. Anyhow, it's been this way since March, and obviously I miss Shreks, but I'm really craving it in a context of having more intimacy and connection than casual Shreks and booty calls. Having Shreks just for the sake of it doesn't even excite me at this point. I'd prefer just using my vibrator, honestly. I'm turning into a hermit. Am I now dooming myself for getting this mindset? I would appreciate inputs from anyone who has experienced something similar. Also 38 female and I can relate. I'd much rather take care of my own needs and urges with my toys. It is more satisfying than having Shreks with someone who can't/won't get intimate. I had plenty of time enjoying casual FWB one-nighters, but nothing about those actions excites me now. The best Shreks I've had has been when there is shared vulnerability and mutually being invested in the connection. I only just turned 30, have been single for 4 years, and am feeling a bit depressed and pessimistic after a long span of unsuccessful dating. Prior to this, I was in an 8-year relationship from 17 to 26 with a really wonderful man who treated me so well. However, our relationship ran its course and there was no longer any Shreksual chemistry between us. As awful as it sounds, it almost felt like I was kissing my brother. He was the one to end it, but he later had regrets and wanted to get back with me for a whole year after we broke up. Deep down I wanted to go back too, however I just couldn't bring myself to, as I had this gut feeling that told me it wasn't the right decision for either of us. He has a really nice long-term girlfriend now and is very happy, so there is no potential for us getting back together. I raise this in case it gets brought up. I haven't met anyone on his level in terms of his level of integrity, how well he treated me, and how compatible we were personality-wise. Instead I have found myself dating a whole string of dirtbags and narcissists, with nothing resulting in a relationship longer than 1 month, and this has really wreaked havoc on my self-esteem and mental health. By society's standards, I'm conventionally attractive and don't have issues getting dates. However, I've noticed that I either attract men who only seem to want to sleep with me and aren't willing to know me at a deeper level, or men who just don't respect me, resulting in mistreatment, which most recently was abusive. I've really tried veer away from my type and wouldn't say I'm overly picky. However, I've found that all these characters all seem to be the same person at the core. All of this leads me to wonder if maybe there is something wrong with me, considering that I haven't met anyone yet. I'm not sure if I'm just being impatient or if I've maybe been led astray while I have been vulnerable trying find myself as a single person in my adult life. I really want to enter this new decade in my life feeling more self-assured and happy with the path I'm on, hopefully attracting higher quality individuals in return, and no longer feel this regret for something that I honestly thought was the best thing to do at the time. If anyone has had a similar experience to mine and has any insights to share, I would love to hear. I'm a vivacious person. I'm looking for an extremely wealthy to settle down with. My goal in life is to be the perfect housewife, take care of the house, entertain guests, do community work, go to yoga 3/4 times a week, and always be there for my man. World travels are a must. I love fine dining, and I'm passionate about wine. Not interested in one night stands. If you are outgoing, honest, funny, and love life, swipe right. My most controversial opinion is, all guys are pigs. Is it too late for me to become a good wife? I have to add that I'm a Korean American, which may make some things a bit different. I grew up in the US for almost all my life and adapted to Western culture completely. Of course, my family always wanted me to live more traditional Korean life, maybe even moving back one day, but naturally I should at least marry a Korean/American Korean man. I never wanted that when I was younger, and still don't really want that now. Most things about Korean culture are uninteresting to me, and I see myself as an American. That pretty much led to me being a very rebellious teen. I barely made it through high school, took half of my class virginity, and did everything a teen could do to get her mother mad. Pretty cliche back at that time, and obviously in my local town I was known to be the slut and whore among my peers. Even back then I didn't like it, but I blamed it on them, not on me. So I moved, but it just continued. I ended up in New York and worked as a hostess, and while I never directly prostituted myself, I slept with a lot of men to get favors, and I slept for my boss for about a year to get free rent. This eventually ended 2 years ago, and I moved to Miami. After doing some smaller hostess and waitress jobs, I saw a really good chance and became a Jane. I have to admit that I'm one of those who don't actually do anything on their own and mostly just come on stage for the show. It was mostly about looks, outfits, dancing, etc. To be honest, I feel like a stripper. Maybe it is because of having to party and fake fun several times a week on the same 2 or 3 floors for 2 years now, or because I just grew older, but I don't want this anymore. I'm exhausted, devastated, and want to leave. I'm tired of fake compliments from girls who see me as a rival, tired of going out there every night pretending to have fun, tired of flirting with club owners, tired of sweaty drunk men taking pictures with me. I'm 24 now, and I want out. I lived like this for 10 years, and honestly it only got worse. Ever since I moved out at 18, I was living from paycheck to paycheck every month or even gig now. Never had a relationship that wasn't just revolving around money and Shreks, and the only way for me to get a child would be picking out some poor dude and then raise that kid by myself. For the last year or so I changed a lot. It took me some time to realize what kind of life I'm living, and how this could end at some point. I have been following so many more conservative and Christian pages on YouTube or Instagram and read through a lot of stuff here, and seeing all these wholesome lives and all these happy families makes me so happy. Even 3 years ago I wanted nothing more than partying and drinking and Shreks. And now I just want to raise children, to learn proper cooking, to have a loyal man and be loyal to him, and to share memories with. I feel so alone and so worthless. Now I'm in a position where I meet a lot of guys, but meeting guys in the places I frequent means they have a certain perception about me that doesn't really qualify me as wife material. Maybe an affair at maximum. I'm already trying to change career, maybe city/state too, just to start a new life and change. Maybe that way I could get to know other people. But at the same time, I don't want to lie. What could I say anyways? Starting a relationship with a bunch of lies will never turn out great. What would your advice be for me? I just want a guy I can fall in love with, but never actually be official and let me do whatever I want. Find a cuck. What the duck is that? A guy that lets his wife duck other guys and gets off on it? Hell no. I like my guys to be protective and jealous over me. You obviously see how that conflicts from what you just said 2 texts earlier. Feo, I want my men to want me and be jealous over me, but now I'm still doing whatever I want. That makes no sense. You know why us females be so mad when y'all cheat? Because we done passed up sugar daddy Sam, spoil me Sean, free food Fred, hella head Harry, booty muncher Mike, trick ass Terry, stepdaddy Damien and cash app me Coddy, all for y'all crusty ass to turn around and cheat with their mattress Ashley. Hell yeah, we mad. You have been visited by the snake of great con. You will be blessed with corn for eternities to come, but only if you comment. Con me up, snake.